Good morning, synth friends and everyone out there. Mr. Basic here. Welcome to my channel. And I am going to bring you along for a very special moment for me. I just want you all to have the opportunity to be here. Now, I've been working on bringing this together for a while, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to walk you through just quickly what it is I'm trying to do. And then we're going to switch it on for the first time, and for the first time I'm going to hear what it sounds like, what it can sound like, and just so you're coming along for the ride. And thanks for being here. Grab your coffee. Just chill. Okay, here's the deal, is like, I've got these Plaits modules, each being a synthesizer voice that has 16 different modes of synthesis with basically a synthesizer on each. So basically there's 16 different types of synthesizer, and particularly the rainbow, the gamut of different types of synthesis, of all the synthesis out there, he tried to cover, Oliver did, in these 16 modes. And it's a bit of a scale down from the braids, is what I've heard, but I don't have experience with the braids. Now, so I've got these three, but the thing is, I didn't have enough control. What's really important, what really changes everything in a Eurorack system, is multiples. Multiples can take a module that you have and turn it into 4 modules instantly. It can take a synthesizer and turn it into 8 synthesizers just by getting a mult. So it takes your Eurorack system and potentially raises its value exponentially as you add mults. Right? And this right here that I just got in the mail is an Erica Synth's 8 multi, and it's a buffered mult. So it's you can put as many things into it as you want, and you won't have issues with losing voltage with anything. So basically you can use it in any way, is what that means, as opposed to a passive mult, which you would use for some things only. Right? Okay, so then I've got these 3 Plaits, which are my voices, going into the clouds. I've patched it all up. I've got, from my mini brute, I've got controlling the gate into one of the mults, going to all 3 voices to trigger the note. Then, at my second input, I've got 3 out to my Plaits for the notes, volt per octave, for what notes are being played from the mini brute. So just one single control out from the mini brute, which you would use on a synthesizer using a mult, out to 3 Plaits. Now, just like you would do in, say, a Moog Model D, you can then, when you've got a note coming to the Plaits, you can then shape that sound against the other sounds, possibly even make chords if you'd like, by changing the frequency of 2 of them to make them different notes. They could be the same note, right, and different timbres, and timbres, create whatever kind of sound you want. And we've got all these types of synthesis in here, in all 3 of these voices. So what we're looking at here, if you think about it, is quite possibly the greatest synthesizer ever concocted. We're talking about, everybody reveres the Model D. What if that, instead of its oscillators, had whatever you could imagine? And that's, I think, what's happening right here with the Plaits. But I couldn't do that until today. Just now, I hooked up this this buffered mult, to my system. One thing to note, I'm all out of cables now. I used my very last cable to plug in this last voice of Plaits to my mixer, and I have no more Eurorack patch cables anymore. Another note is this is my Tip Top Zeus power module. Here, let's switch it on. Switch it on. Woo! Sorry about that, people, if that clicked at you too hard. But you see how this is the Tip Top Zeus, but it's black. It's because I just covered it in black vinyl. So it's kind of sleek. Looks like everything else. But you see, I don't like those lights are so bright, man. Those lights are so bright. So I'm gonna save you guys a little bit and turn that. Okay? So we got it switched on. Now it's not going to make sound until we turn these up. Our first 3 voices in 1, 2, and 3. You guys ready? How's this going to sound? Oh my. My goodness. Okay, so I've got these 2 on chords because that's what I was using them for last time. And this is on the first one, the classic. Let's turn those other 2 down and just... Wait, no, it's this one. Yeah, this is the first one on channel 3. Is the leftmost Plaits. So we got that one on our bass. So how about this one? Okay, heavily reverbed. So let's go to clouds and turn the reverb down a little bit. And that'll be for both of these second and third Plaits are going through the clouds. This first one isn't. Okay, so how about this one here? Whoa, I'm so sorry. I'm going to start a sequence, and then I'm going to start lengthening the notes. Bring the reverb back. Okay, I'd say that sounds pretty good. Quite possibly the world's best synthesizer, once I learn how to use it. And I will be putting out, possibly next month, possibly the month after that. I'm working on it, don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to put out a good Plaits tutorial that's just really straightforward. Everything you need to know about what it is as an introduction. And all of the modes. And each mode might be its own video, or I might go through the 16 modes quick enough that you could all handle it in one video. So, until then, keep on jamming. It's January. Let's keep jamming. I'm all into jamming. I was a little bit nervous about it last year, and now I'm just like, I have the right attitude towards it. A jam's a jam. Just post your jams, man. Don't worry about it. It's not your great, Spotify song that you're working on. Don't worry about it. Just post it. I'll watch it. Take it easy.